And
big am I?
you are considered, hold on, I think huge.
So people can hide within my space, right?
Ooh.
Essentially, yes.
Get hassle.
Yeah, huge.
Okay, I'm gonna take a step over Vantress
let's
and just
look
try and
at-
get in her way.
Hmm.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
Right.
So, Asatari.
We've lost our veteran.
We have lost our Raquel.
Yeah. Come back, Rachel. Come back. So I am unconscious.
Yes. So that will be a death save, please.
I do also have Tari out though.
Yes.
So
That's a success.
Ooh, yes. Oh god.
It's 9
Oh,
or
gosh.
less that's a failure.
Good start. Closed it. Okay, so Tari. What can she do? This is checking out what she. I can't. I've had to get the character thing back up.
There was a thing I thought you'd sent me for.
I did, yeah. I found it again. I ended up bookmarking the page of all the things I can summon because every single time I tried to summon them, I'd closed the page. But I've learned. I've bookmarked it. I can send you it again if you want.
That's fine.
Just if you want.
Only if there's any queries or anything.
No,
We're good.
I am the one who's hands.
It can bite.
Nom.
Perhaps not the move I'm gonna go for. Okay, I do have a query.
Yes.
So, Tari can cast Dancing Light once,
Mhm.
and in the spell it says like you can combine them into one figure, but that figure must be in range of another light, but it only creates 4 lights, so I assume I can't do that.
Wait. So what's the?
I've just sent it in there.
Oh no. What is your intention?
Well, so it says you create 4 lights.
Yeah.
You can also combine the 4 lights into one glowing, vaguely humanoid form.
Yep.
So you can move that form, but it must be within 20 feet of another light created by this spell.
Yeah. If all 4 are already together as one, then they're always in proximity.
Okay. So I can do that then.
Yeah.
I'll do that. I thought if I can only cast it once, I only have 4 lights, and that means I can't move.
No. When it's a cantrip. Once you cast it, you can flexible as much as you want with it.
Okay. So Tari will create a humanoid figure from the light, kind of just behind Vantress, just like kind of peripheral vision area, maybe over here, as a bit of a distraction.
Okey-dokey. Any particular shape, or just as is? Just like a glowing form.
If I could make it look a little bit like Brewin, like vaguely ASMR shaped.
Okay. There we go.
That won't be confusing.
Don't worry, I'm tinting here. There you go. He's a shiny Brewin. So mostly he is just this like ball of light that's taken on a humanoid shape, but it has the general like grooves and divots and subtle features of Brewin. There's of course no colours or anything, but you can kind of tell by the general shape.
Okay,
Is
so
it-
that'll be Tari's action, and Tari will also move next to me.
Okay.
And that's my turn then.
Okay. Brr.
Really good. How was I doing my rolls before? I can't remember now. Do I have a sheet for it?
Yes, it is in NPC's Beast.
Oh
The-
yes, I couldn't find it. I was looking through, just like, where's my bear?
I believe
It was
it's...
brown bear, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
'cause the other one is a weaker.
Where's my bear suit?
That's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
what are these? I was gonna call them geese then. What are the goats looking like? How is one of them looking? What's this symbol? Is he falling over?
He's prone.
He's a fainting goat.
Yeah.
He's
So-
McFallen.
Prone is advantage on melee attacks, disadvantage on ranged attacks. Is that right?
Yes, to and fro.
Okay.
Oh wait,
Right.
no, just two. So if you attacked him right now with your melees, you'd have advantage.
Yeah. Okay.
Hello, Cat.
Heyo. I am going to do a multi-attack then on the prone one. I'm gonna
Yes.
do a bite and a claw.
Okay.
Arrow. Oh.
Let me just check.
Oh, advantage. Sorry.
That is okay.
21.
That absolutely
Ooh.
hits.
Much better damage too. Piercing damage. 10.
And it does not resist. So that first one hits, you still have more? I'm
Now I
assuming?
do my claws. So claws with advantage as well.
Yes.
21 again. 11.
Very nice. And that was
Very nice.
very nice. Terrible. That was nearly enough to
Oh
finish it.
no!
As well, since you have started your turn in the presence of these two rotting demons, make me
Oh.
2 con saves.
Shit.
1 failure.
Shit.
2 failures, both the same. Weird. It was a DC 13. So you will take
That's not even that high.
2d6 plus 2 because there is 2 bullets now.
No.
So 8 damage. Necrotic.
Oh.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, I think so. I don't get bonus actions as a bear, do I?
No, you just have what's on the sheet, which is basically
Yeah.
just attack a few.
Yeah.
Like Doris,
Okay.
pick your actions. I will be back in a second.
Are you all attacking her?
Which one?
I'm attacking the goats, but then they got me.
Tari made a fake Brewen.
And I've got 13 health again.
Wait, where's this fake Brewen?
Yeah, shiny Brewen.
Oh.
I couldn't
Wait.
decide between Brewen and Lycoris, but she seems to like Brewen more at the moment.
The demon's real into Brewin.
Yeah.
I have nothing to get you up, I'm afraid. I was looking to see if I did, but I don't.
You might not know, but I've got 8 good berries in my pocket.
Oh shit, I always forget that you carry stuff in your pocket. Where is... Okay, I'm being blocked by that's her, right? That purple glowy
Yeah.
thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is this?
I don't remember.
I don't
Is that-
know either.
that's- Tari, isn't it?
That's Tari. That's Tari.
Where
That's
did-
someone else you've summoned.
Is it?
Yeah, I remember there was like a picture and everything.
Is Megan just summoning left, right, and centre so that she's
No,
forgetting everything.
I don't remember doing that.
No one remembers anything.
It's not in my notes.
can't see anything.
I remember there's a flavour thing you had, and you're like, "Oh, I've got to really keep a picture of the stuff," and I was like, "Okay."
Oh, I know why. I know why you put lovely in the on notes, Megan. It's because Lee introduced them as lovely goats, and you said when you said lovely, I was expecting something else. Because they are very much not lovely. So it was Lee's wording.
Excuse
Yeah,
me. What
please
was my
do.
wording? What?
The reason why
Everything.
Megan put lovely goats is because when you introduced them, you said lovely goats, and then she commented saying when you said lovely, I was expecting something else because they're ugly.
You got my hopes up.
Here are my lovely
Tut,
kids.
tut, tut. Also, we're trying to figure out who this is.
It's a spirit. It's to
Oh, okay.
represent an ability that Asatari used, I believe.
Huzzah! Told you.
You said it was me. What did I do?
I can't remember. I think it was like some kind of area of effect ability that you'd cast. But yeah,
In your defense, you are unconscious, so you wouldn't remember.
Yeah.
no. As of the moment, you're in the land of fairies, which is ironic.
Can I shout at her whilst I do something?
Sure.
Can I use my legendary action before I start forgetting them
Yes.
and attack this woman with my tail again?
Yes.
Oh.
That absolutely fucking hits.
Maybe hits, possibly.
Slight chance it
May
hits.
If you said misses.
It
Like, what
misses. Yeah.
Does it actually?
No.
Or are you just being
No,
a troll?
I'm just being a troll.
He's doing an even GM thing.
Yes.
Oh.
Such as rocks
Like-
fall, everyone dies.
Jesus Christ.
So of course your legendary action is used. You the massive ass tail swinging into her. Legoris.
I wanna bend down, shove my hand in Esatari's coat, wherever she keeps her things, and try and find the good berries
Good berries.
that I know she has because she showed us them before. And
Yes.
while I'm doing that, I want to shout at Vantress.
Okay,
Am I allowed to do both,
Of
or is
course.
that not? I'm just gonna shout. Our fight is with you, not the demon. If you were truly loyal to Elder Lycoris, you'd battle the demon to settle your score yourself. Whilst I'm frantically sticking my hands in things trying to find berries.
Hey.
Make a persuasion check. Ooh,
Oh wait, I'm the wrong. No, I'm the right Lycoris. Damn it.
I was gonna say.
I was hoping. Do I have? I don't have inspiration, so I can't do that.
Okay. As of the moment, since especially you're otherwise occupied, and you are just like kind of rifling through, turning back every now and again to speak, it seems it's fallen on deaf ears. Not to mention there is a giant fucking dragon over her head, so she's probably a bit occupied, really. But the intention is there.
Should I at least find berries?
I mean, if she has them, yeah, I don't see why not. They'd be pretty simple and obvious things in their backpack to find, yeah.
And I get two. No, yeah, I get two actions. It's been a long time, man.
If
Okay.
you use your action surge, I have no idea if you've used it already. I'm just gonna go with the idea that you haven't.
No, I have used it. Can I shove a berry, like one in each hand, in Brewin and Esatari's mouth as a bonus action, or does it have to be an action?
Typically, it'd be the rules I'm working with stuff that gives either dice health or exact health is an action gives full amounts of whatever you're feeding them, potions, good berries, etc. Bonus action would give the dice roll. There's a degree of inflexibility, but in the case of me being me, I'm not going to give too many shits about it. Normally it'd be one person you can give it to, but in the case of fuck it, YOLO, final boss fight, You give one to each.
I don't do it delicately. I smash it into their faces.
Just fist down their throats. Just.
I mean, you have to push it in. They're unconscious, so you have to push it in the mouth, or else it's not gonna work.
You need to chew it for them as well.
Yeah.
Just
Like,
baby,
down
just
their
like a
throat.
mother bird, you spit it in their mouths.
No,
I
I was
baby birding us.
No. Next action turn, I'm gonna open your jaw and like mash it together like a puppet.
Or you could just crush the berries while you're.
No, the puppet's more
Get
fun.
the juice.
Yeah.
Okay. So you pop one into both of their mouths, ready to crunch it with their faces. I'll say that's easily, definitely, absolutely, forever a bonus action if they're not actually getting the benefits of it yet. Considering you'll be using excess effort to actually feed them and get the benefits, then yeah. Anyway, is that you?
Yeah.
Then it's Into the Unknown, also known as Talos. I don't know why his name is not updated yet.
The unknown.
Into the Unknown. There we go. He, being the Unknown, is going to four-armed multi-attack punch. Don't know why he has disadvantage. That should not be a thing.
He's real traumatized.
He is real traumatized, to be fair. Okay, so first one hits, the second one's a nat 20, the third one
Nice.
misses, and the last one hits. And he does nice damage. His unarmed strikes are considered magical as well, so I think this might really sting. Each of them also applies one of his colours. So black, green, yellow,
I didn't know he's a pirate.
yar har. So I'll add that on top for black. She makes a save for green. Which will be that one, which will succeed because she's fucking tonky as fuck. And that one does an additional d4. Okay, start with. She's immune to that, so she takes that. Mathematics. Hold on, everybody. So damage from spells, bludgeoning, that's the same anyway. This would be 9. Necrotic is immunity, so none of that matters. That one misses, and that one hits. Had real big high hopes, but she has the perfect resistances to deal with Talos. He is going to force her to make a con save. Maybe it was stun that she got. Anyway, she succeeds. And then Talos is going to move a little here. He has full health, so that does not matter. And then he's going to just... yeah, he's just going to sit there and that's his turn. At the end of his turn, before her turn, we will have everyone's favourite kind of action, the legendary.
No. We hate it.
Goodbye, cruel world.
She is... are you doing yours before her?
Yeah. I'll
Dra-
do mine.
Dragon says fuck you.
That hits, of course. So... so as the tail comes sweeping around, the long spear that she's got with the chains bound around it blocks parts of it. But then as you're swinging with ferocity, even the wind itself is like harsh and sweeping fire and strikes her back a couple of feet. She manages to hold still but looks up toward you. And the face with the ripped apart and extended mouth looks up toward you. I will destroy you! And they're just gonna swing the spear at you. 26 to hit. Total of 34 damage. 22
You know.
force, 12 necrotic. And for 1 round, you will suffer no enjoyment from healing or revivals.
No,
Wait, who did she throw that at?
The dragon.
Okay, that's fine.
How much? I need a total.
34.
34. Okay, so
So you're still very healthy.
yeah.
After that, that's her legendary, and it comes around to her turn. She's gonna go ahead and first slip away with her bonus action to teleport. And she gonna go ahead. Come over here.
Nope.
As she's looking over at each of you, a certain few of you that are down. Turns to you first, Lycoris. It was a nice attempt.
I'm
And it's
guessing
gonna-
she didn't fall for the other Brewen.
No.
can see straight through it. And it's going to use the spear. There's currently more so 2 choices, but there is 2 more so important creatures that are currently down that she might hit. So, Lycoris is a pain to, and a possibility to awaken the person that's inside of them. Brewin is the current target, and Esatari is just a victim. So I'm going to roll d4. 1 will be, I'll say Esatari. 2, 3 will be Brewin, and 4 will be Lycoris. Brewin. Because the attack will be while you're unconscious, it will be a critical, which is 2 death save fails.
Oh my god.
Which I would say if it hits, but I mean,
Am I still linked to her?
I believe so.
Where's that thing that I have that helps me fuck with dice rolls? There's too much on my sheet.
You guys are what, level 9, 10? Imagine.
8.
8. Oh, fuck me. Well, that's going to change very quickly after this.
What, when we have to make new characters?
Yeah. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Not all
That's
of you.
Okay. I wanna reduce her roll by
Quick question before you do that.
2d6.
Before you do that, let me just check
Uh-huh.
something. Okay, there we
At
go.
least I got to
Um,
use my cool spear before I died.
What's the specifics of the ability? Do you do it before the roll or after the roll, or?
Doesn't say.
Okay,
It
well
just
then,
says reduce their next roll. Oh, before the end of their turn by a number of d6 equal to your proficiency bonus.
okay.
Oh no, half of my proficiency bonus.
Well, considering you don't know what the result is, we can count it as at any point, as long as you tell me before I say if it's hit or miss.
Okay.
Which, considering he's down, it's going to hit either way. Roll your 2d6 plus your etc, etc.
What if you get 2 6s?
Reduces it by 12, and then proficiency bonus on top, which is fucking awesome.
It says it's rolling the dice, but it's stuck on rolling the dice. Wait, let me try again.
Oh,
I
there
did
we
it.
go. It was total of 6 plus whatever
6.
your bonus on top.
There isn't a bonus on top. It's just that straight one.
Okay. She had a 24 to hit. Reduces to 18, which still unfortunately will hit Brewin.
No! I tried.
You did.
I would have had to get 2 4s. No, even more than that.
You would have had to have got.
Would have had to get full marks there to be able to do that. If his AC is 15.
You'd have needed a total of 9.
It's a
At
total
least.
of 9.
No, the bottom one doesn't count. I only
Oh,
get the
okay.
2d6.
So
As the Germans say no.
And I have no reaction now. I'm afraid.
so that's 2 death save fails for you, Connor.
Yep.
Is the-
And that means I have reached all 3 failures.
No.
We don't have any diamonds left.
Or a person to cast it.
I forgot about that bit.
Because I was the person the
Because you're the one that does it.
Shit!
Chloe can make it freeze or whatever.
I
Don't worry,
can.
your corpse will stay cold.
Exactly, like, yeah. Give us time. But she's a
I'm-
bear.
I'm not a
I am a
food
bear. I
item,
don't know how long
guys.
I'm a bear for.
As
I do
the-
have. Did I use the revivify that was in the ring? I can't remember.
You did. You
Yeah,
used it
I think
for.
We did. We used you.
Chloe.
Oh, for
Well,
me.
yeah,
Oh.
you used it
To
for
bring
you.
it
Yeah.
back.
Oh, I should probably take the ring of spell starring thing off there then. Oh no, wait.
You can put another
yeah.
spell in it, can't you?
Yeah.
So I'll take off the occupied thing. I'll put unoccupied.
As Vantress blips, there's a knowing from you, like Horace, as she disappears. You know where she's going, and you, with the psychic tether that you have, force what's currently Vantress's mind. You cripple it as much as you can with the psychic energy in the bare second you have. You pump distractions in, but the blade, the spear's tip as it's flying downward, you see the hand is quivering a little as it's swinging downward, but it's not enough to stop the full force. And as the tip of the blade embeds into the chest of Brewin, the second it connects, you all feel his life force immediately give as his body dies. But as it struck and he dies, there is a sudden pure whiteness that bursts out of his chest at the same time that blinds each of you that's currently in that radius of him, which would be obviously Asatari's unconscious, but so Vantress and Lycoris, and it would have been Talus, but giant lady. And as the light bursts out of him, Vantress, or the demon anyway, is looking down at it like, yes! It is finally ready. And with their other action, they are going to plunge their hand into his chest, pull out his beating heart, and crush it. And you see as the heart is crushed and the light is blinding, as his heart is pulled free and destroyed, that light immediately is snuffed. And then, from head to toe of Brewin's body, you see as the tattoos that were across him, they suddenly start to grow along his flesh and cover every feasible part that they can in marks. His hair immediately starts to go a pale white. His eyes obviously will gloss and fade out. And as the light and life slips, you all see as almost spectral, but it's more akin to a pure white light that a Satari cast, or not a Satari, sorry, Tari cast. Similar to that figure over there appears floating behind him for a moment, clad in armour, however. And as it looks down towards the body below, there's this bare second where it looks towards you, Lycoris, as parts of this spectral armoured form of him starts to break away and fade and disappear. You see as he motions a hand forward toward you, his Star Sunder spear appears spectral in his hand for a moment until it forms completely. And that armoured, spectral, glowing form holds the Star Sunder spear up toward you before its form breaks away and the spear drops downward.
I could see that, right? Because I am
Yes.
blinded.
You are, but you're kind of like looking through it, blinking through it.
I'm squinting.
Yes.
So he dropped his shiny staff.
His spear. His
Okay.
fracture. And as that form slips away, Brewin has passed. And that is Vantress's turn.
No.
She a bitch.
What a bitch.
Vlad's turn. He is unconscious.
He is. He's already got 2 failures. Nice. Oh! Oh!
That is
Uh-oh.
another failure.
You just killing everyone, or?
Oh.
I'm just
No.
doing as it's supposed to do. So is that his third?
It is.
Then the vines and the roots that were growing around him, I believe, they all wilt as his breathing stops. And there's a primal knowing to that fact for you, Vanessa. As you're busy with the goats, swiping at them, your normal senses are a little bit dulled, but you feel just all of a sudden this heartache, this almost stabbing pain, as your head quickly, swiftly turns, and you just see the body no longer moving.
I run my bare farm and jump up kind of like on my hind legs and just go. "Roar." It's super loud. It's like I don't know, like I'm in pain, and then it gets angry.
As
I'm seeing Breewin die as well. I'm going to swipe my tail as my last legendary action for this round.
okay.
And just roar.
Let me just quickly change a thing. So as you do your last legendary action at the end of Ladstone and swipe at her, you see this time as you swing with a ferocity, it slams into their shoulder. The spear is still being used to mitigate a lot of the push, and this time, however, they seem so euphoric and so intent they're not even shoved an inch. And at the end of your swipe, they quickly turn around, throw the spear at you as their legendary action. A lot to hit. Total of 28 damage. And then it will be your actual turn.
What's it sound? 176?
Yeah.
Cool.
And as the demon turns, they hold their arms out and they slowly bow their head forward with a little curtsy. I have achieved what I was created for. It doesn't matter what you do anymore. I have succeeded. Take this body as many times as you want. I will enjoy it. The creature that my true sight had tinkered with for so long It did what it needed to do. It came here. It was involved in the resurrection of that woman. And I was involved in the tinkering of this one. When my real side finds out what has occurred here. Oh, so glorious it will all be. I don't know if any of you realize how euphoric I feel, but oh, it is wonderful. It didn't matter which of the fools that closed the world off were brought back, so long as one of their minds were tainted for long enough. I'm sure my other side is very much busy as we speak, dealing with the divine gate on his end. And now, when you kill this body off once more, I will happily return to him and finish what we started. So go ahead, take your shot.
Who said that?
The demon slash Vantress.
Does that mean they're not doing anything and we can just have at?
You see as they are literally in a mid-curtsy, looking over with a wide-faced grin.
Can I pick up the staff and stab them?
I mean, it's currently the dragon's turn, but yes.
Dragon, do
Who's-
something.
Who's this one?
Tell us.
He's a bad guy, right?
No.
No.
He's been punching the
Yeah.
rapid shit out of
No,
Vantress.
he's not a bad guy.
Damn it. Fine, I'm gonna jump and stand over that group,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna use my frightful presence on these. These are the bad dudes, right? Where's the goat things?
They're over there.
Fighting the
Never
bear.
mind. Never mind. Never mind.
The small fluffy pink thing looks like a goat, huh?
With 120 feet, I can't tell. I'm zoomed out properly.
Let's just say, when the
Oh, yeah,
cherry
no, I
spirit
can
is motionless, it is indistinguishable from a pile of cherry blossom leaves. Don't hurt it.
Yeah, no, they're within range for the frightful presence.
It's just like, fuck you, cherry blossoms. Poof. Okay. Let me find them real quick. They're immune to frightening. Oh, the
That's
cough.
fine. And then, as part of that, I will attack Vantress demon, whatever she's called, with my bite and 2 claws.
I like to call her Dantress. That hits, and that hits, and that hits. So,
Bitch.
I do the one that she takes actual big damage from first. So bite damage, big damage. That'd be 8. So more damage. And okay. So with all these cuts and scrapes and bites, and you see as the frame is now showing, and take this with salt because it's a lot worse than it is, but you now see there's lots of marks that are no longer attempting to restore themselves, and the body is less radiant than before. She's still hovering a foot off the ground slightly, but you see as there's a lot of shaking across the body now. And yeah, as you're doing all of this, there's just chuckling laughter coming from them. Is that you?
That's me.
Esatari and then the rest of the party. So anyone who wants to take a turn, pretty much.
Can I squeeze the berry that's already in Esatari's mouth
Yes.
and then pick up the staff Is it a staff? I can't remember. Already.
Spear.
A spear and stab with it?
Yes.
I don't know if it does anything special. I'm just assuming there's a reason he dropped a spear on me.
Roll to hit with your any weapon you are most proficient with. Connor, can you roll the Star Sunder for me?
24 to hit. Oh, nice! I have a thingy now.
Yeah, you've always had it. Well, always air quotes. For a while. Big damage.
There
Nice.
you go.
Thank you. So, you, holding the spear, thrust it through the back of the new creature, and in the second that the tip of the spear pierces, you see through the mouth, eyes, nose, even through the little bits of the energy floating around her, everything just turns white on Vantress. And you see this dark black come flying out of her mouth with this aura of red, and as it flies out, it swiftly flies upwards toward the roof and disappears as Vantress's body, being struck, slams into the ground with all this energy pouring through her and out of her. And that is initiative, because your foes are defeated.
All we had to do was stab her with that staff the whole time.
No.
Oh, okay. Jeez. Is Esatari breathing now that I've shoved a berry in her mouth?
You have 1 HP.
I had 10 on me, so you might have another 8 in your hand, by the way.
Just starts just shoving them.
I'll just drop them into your lap.
Or you might want to take them yourself, but thank you.
And then I don't even, what do we even do at this point? There's nothing we can do to save Brewin now. Like, they literally ripped his heart out.
I have sent you several questions. Lee.
Cute. That's a challenge 0.
I know.
What?
I know.
I'm sorry, I'm not good at fucking. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not good at keeping things balanced with my homebrew, but that's bullshit. Especially since dexterity 20. Like, what? Ew. Also, I'm not saying no, but
It's only a little game breaking.
it's only slightly game breaking. Though it's not a no. I would say under the normal circumstances, it would definitely be a CR above the norm for what Tari could be. So, I will say, not entirely sure which direction to go with it.
You can think on it. I need a wee. Other people can do stuff.
Okay.
You say anyone can do stuffs.
Yeah, initiative is over.
Oh, okay. I gonna do a oh, do I do the guts go?
They disappeared when the demon disappeared.
Oh, I see. I just missed that bit. Oh my god.
Are you still a bear?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, we don't know when we turn back into our normal selves. What can I do as a bear then? I guess can I? Would it make sense for me to be able to like wander over to these guys, or would I
Yeah.
have like wild instincts and be like, no, stay away from them?
It's hunting season, boy.
You've got, I'd say like a Chad's level of intelligence. You're just like, yeah, all right.
Minus
I
4.
should probably go say hello.
I have 2 intelligence.
I'll go say hello to my dead brother.
Just imagine your trinket.
Oh, okay. Well then, I'll come back down for my big roar, and I'll just walk over here, and I'll just like put my nose down and just nuzzle at Vlad's body.
You see as the body is lifeless, and even with the nudge, there's no changes.
And do like a big exhale, like a no, and then just a little bear whine.
The bear version of crying.
Yeah. What's the dragon doing? He's like stood on everyone.
Staring menacingly.
Yeah. I'm enjoying being a dragon.
Can
I wanna.
Oh, well, you gone.
I just wanted to look over at the pretty lady, and over at anyone who's still standing, and kind of just like look with big sad bear eyes, and then look down at Vlad. Just like, like, can anyone do anything? And nudge him again, and then I'll just kind of plump down to my bottom and just have my paws in front of me and put my head down, just looking at him, just next to his body, just staring.
Can I look at the god person?
Mm-hmm.
Is she still sentient and aware of what's going on?
She's currently looking down over you all, looking over at the body of the actual Vantras in particular, with you're not too sure really what she's looking at her with, generally speaking. She just seems to be staring for the most part.
I just want to look at her and be like, can't you do something? You're a literal god. Can't you do something?
You seem to have the wrong idea as to what we are. We are not gods. We abolished them. That does not make us gods. We have enough power through the connection we have with the ley lines and the keys we forged to seal the divine gate, to keep it sealed as long as we slumber. Any power I have right here and right now is reserved specifically to stop the other realms and the gods from getting back. Your intention to have me help your friends will be met with nothing. I'm sorry. I truly am sorry. But outside of causing more harm, there is nothing I can do for you.
No! I mean,
Not to mention the kind of magic that is required to restore this one. It would be a far too hefty a cost.
What sort of magic would that be?
He has lost his heart, and even his soul has left for a while. I can sort of feel it drifting. His will revive only with a full body resurrection.
Fuck's sake.
Either that, or you get very lucky and find someone who can restore this body, and then hope that a revival spell might pull his soul into it. And otherwise, a 9th or greater is all you can hope for.
my spell daddy is a necromancer, isn't he?
No,
Oh,
Nice.
I thought he was. Oh.
no. He's just a very good arcanist.
Oh. But he had some necromancy shit going on, didn't he?
No, he bounded his spectral self to his to an armor and made it move via magic.
Oh. What about that necromancy friend who we met with the pretty fox?
He wasn't a friend. He was a gatekeeper, and only stuck to the rules of the gate.
What about
You might help
no.
us.
He's talking about
Ollie's character? The
She's
lich.
talking
Yeah.
about Ollie's, yeah.
Yeah,
You
the
mean
lich.
the one who tried to kill us?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's ask him if he'll help us.
Yes, because he so happens to be in this council.
I also have animate death.
What about Lupula? If we could get them back to Lupula,
If he's alive,
surely someone that powerful wouldn't have been destroyed by the Underdark. Well, we need to do something now. We can't just stay here.
You see as Vantress's currently lifeless body, you see as the neck twitches a little bit.
Oh, for God's sake!
No.
I want to take her weapon off her now while she's
I
still
sit on
lying
her in my
the floor.
bare form.
Can I bite her head off?
You can do that
Oh.
before I sit on her.
Wow.
So you lean down. Oh yes, you can! Holy fuck!
Oh my God!
Oh shit! Okay then.
Fucking hell.
So you lean down. You see as Lycoris is just about to try and take the weapon. You lean down, kind of do this kind of let me, and just. It's almost like this tiny bite that you do at first. But as you bite the head and you pull very gently, the body starts to move with it at first, and then you yank heavily, and the head just separates. As you hold it up, you throw it into the sky, and just this heavy mote of fire bursts from your mouth and incinerates the skull.
That's so gross.
So spin it out. I'm just gonna say, I guess you weren't all that.
Oh yeah, you can still talk to the dragon.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
That meant, does anyone have dispel magic so I'm not a bear anymore?
I have the spell magic. I guess you do have the thing that stops people from immediately dying, so.
Yeah, gentle repose, yeah. And being a dragon is more badass than a bear, and you can still talk.
And we
And
can all ride back
more
on his
than
back.
2 intelligence. Yeah, that's a good point.
So, a couple of
Oh,
seconds
I only have-
after the head is incinerated, and there's thoughts of, trying to transform the
So
bear
grow
back. No. You, Lycoris, hear in the back of your head from one of the vampire sisters. Mistress, I must regrettably inform you that with the destruction of our previous queen's skull, a certain spell that was cast and the location of the curse was destroyed. Her body will no longer recover. Her spirit will remain here bound to the building, but she will never recover. And we need somebody to sit on the throne.
I glare at Dragon Trafalgar because he knows not what he has done.
I don't know what it means.
I don't think the rest of us hear it.
No.
Oh, okay, that's fine then.
As a note as well, by the way, the psychic connection that allowed her to talk to you feels very much similar to what you do to other people when connecting to them.
I don't like it when you do it.
It's weird when other people talking into my brain and doing weird things to me.
Oh fuck! I don't even know what to do to that.
Good luck.
I just say in my head, just give me, yeah, I cough in my head.
Sorry, you've got the wrong number.
No, I'll just say, understood, give me some time, please. And I guess I'm just gonna stand up and ask Talus about who. Are you just gonna stand up and I'm gonna say to Talus, so now Vantress is gone. Who's going to take the throne?
He,
Just tell him to take it.
I don't know if I can. Can I?
I mean,
He is your first son.
That's true. He is technically in line.
he raises an eyebrow at the question.
I'm gonna need a verbal answer here, Talos. I can't hear what your eyebrows are saying.
Fill in the team here.
It's more confusion to why you're asking, because I assumed that was going to be you.
I mean, I have stuff to do. I can't be here. I have other things I have to do.
You
Deal with
kinda-
the apex. There's lots of things that have to be done.
He just
Make him your
looks,
regent.
looks around a little bit, and then looks over toward Vantress. She's her body is still here, so does that not? Is that how this works? It's a conquest kind of thing.
No, well, our friendly neighborhood dragon destroyed her skull, so she's no longer queen, and she can't come back, and
So-
her soul is just kind of haunting the place forevermore.
So all that aside, we won.
I mean, we won this battle, but the demon has gone back to do whatever it was he can now do, because Brewin is dead.
Sayonara.
So that's probably another problem to be solved, and I can't solve that problem if I'm sat here in a castle in the middle of the Yorniver.
I mean, you say that, but we do have the resources. But I see your point. And I mean, if it's any small consolation, I'm sorry for not only my part in this, but that it ever had to become this. I mostly assumed that Vantress was just kind of butt-fuck crazy on her own, but all of this other stuff is sort of new.
Well, there's not much we can do about it now. Has Essa? Are you back to normal person size now, Anessa? Or
Yeah,
Oh,
I was gonna dispel magic on her.
okay?
I don't know if it'll work, but I was gonna
No, it will.
say.
Feel free to drag yourself back over.
And if so, I assume you immediately go in gentle repose, Vlad.
Oh.
Ta-
That is what she would immediately do, but she's only got one.
You don't have it?
I have one.
Oh, okay. I'd use it if I were you.
I have one spell slot. Does it have to be? Because I had it in my head that it was like one within 1 minute, but I don't know if it actually is.
It's no. The all gentle repose does is stops it decaying, basically.
Okay, and it takes a while longer before the,
Yeah.
that.
But it
Yeah.
has it has been within 1 minute anyway, hasn't it?
Yeah, but it doesn't
Even
matter.
if it was, gentle repose isn't going to save him.
Give it a few
It
days.
will-
Probably
it
too
will-
late.
It will delay the body's destruction, which could.
Yeah, it says 10 days. It'll stay in the same state for
Yeah.
10 days.
So if she's frozen him within the 1 minute state, can we revivify him during these 10 days?
I
Or
think
does it
that's
not
meant
work
to be
that
how it works, but I don't know if it actually
Yes.
does.
I think the way we specifically did it is that.
I think
I mean,
that's
to
how
be
people
fair,
done
yeah.
it before on other ones.
That's
I've
how we
seen.
did. That's how I did it
Just
with
to be-
Trafalgar.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
ran frantically through the entire castle with him
I
so
think-
she could gentle repose him.
I think the way that we had it was like that. Yeah. So if you lost the 1 minute cut off point, you had to use a different spell that revives to revive them.
Yeah.
But if they're delayed with gentle repose, you can still hit them in the 1 minute mark.
So if it takes longer than 1 minute for me to gentle repose them, can we still use revivify even if I've gentle reposed after 1 minute? Does that make sense?
But it's one action, so it's 6 seconds.
Yeah,
So it's
but I've
whether-
only
it's
got
whether-
one.
It's
Yeah,
whether
no, that's
you
fine.
were.
Gentle repose will keep him in that position for 10 days. So it's like 10 days and a minute is the time you've got, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what about like if we rested, so I got my spell slots back and I gentle repose the other corpse?
I mean, that one can't be revived anyway.
Yeah, no,
because the
Brewin's
minute
gone.
the minute would have been up by then,
Oh.
and we can't do it anyway. So
If there's a part of the body that's been destroyed that can't be returned,
Yeah, like
so
a vital organ.
you would literally need I can't remember what the spell is called, but you restore something or the
Greater
body.
is it greater restoration? or
No,
is it
it's
that
like an
different?
8th level, 7th level, I think.
helps you regrow limbs and shit.
Yeah, he would literally need that to get to any semblance of a chance. You could, if you wanted to, gentle repose the body. It doesn't matter if you do it now. It doesn't matter if you do it tomorrow. The body's technically in a very bad state anyway, through
Yeah.
other means.
It's a massive hole in his chest.
Well,
Oh, imagine if we got a
that too.
wish spell. Trying to find what it would be, but I can't see any.
Can I
True
try?
resurrection.
no, he will need that though, if you can't
will
find the
need
other
that.
method.
Can I try and think to the demon ladies?
Yes.
Can I ask them? Do you have the means to revivify?
We may have one stone that can help you, yes. However, it is locked away. We will need the key from her body.
Then get it.
I loot the body.
So as you're like rummaging along it all, you notice underneath the half shirt that she's got on, almost like attached to her back, is this what looks like small circular gold key with a series of prongs that break off the end of it, and I just kind of like pick it out. It's odd as you look at it, and there's this weird like tingly numbness that you get on your fingertips for a second, but you kind of ignore it, and as you hold on to it for a second, you see that it flips out a little bit to be a normal key. Do you say anything back, or
Does she have anything else in her body, or literally just a key?
just the key and the spear?
I will take the spear to be safe.
Make a wisdom save.
Fuck. Where's wisdom? There's wisdom. Ooh, not good.
Do it with advantage. So one more, in other words. There you go. As you lean to pick it up, you feel Sinita appear in your other hand as you grab the spear, and there's almost this electricity that runs between them through you for a second, and you grasp tight onto the spear and then slam the spear tip into the ground as a means of defiance to it, but it's not your intention doing that, as you feel Sinita inflicting its own will onto you for a moment. And you feel as the spear no longer seems to be having this weird adverse effect on you. It seems to subside. And you sheath it along your back.
So I've got 2 spears on my.
Collecting all the fractures now, aren't you?
Not on purpose. If people could stop dying, that would be great.
It's almost
Spear
like
one.
I haven't been killing them with the fractures as well, but you know.
Spear 2. Anessa, can you carry him? Or do you want Talus to carry him?
Carry Vlad.
Yeah.
I'll carry him.
Talus, can you pick up Ruin, please?
He nods, walks over. I'll be right back right quick.
We must go to my vampire friends. Apparently they can revivify. Oh wait, I don't think Trafalgar can get out of here. He's too big.
You can do like a Green Guts thing and just be
All the
like,
doors,
"Pshong."
all the doors are tiny.
I mean, I've got one more dispel magic, but I don't want to take this away from him.
I know. I feel like you should
feel like
do a
you're
few laps around flying or
you're-
something.
You'll try to use it, and he'll be like, "No, no." I mean,
Maybe you try to
there's
do flea
big door-
treatment to the cat.
there's big doors down here. Maybe can a dragon could fit through those doors? It looks big enough. Wait. Wait, do we have to help this lady get back into her sleeping state, or can we just leave her alone now?
We do one thing at a time.
I was just getting ready to pack up and go try and revivify Vlad.
Takes a mad roll.
What do you guys
Okay,
wanna
well
do?
I'm going to lean down to Vlad to go pick him up,
Mhm.
and I'm just going to like brush the hairs out of his face a little bit, and just cradle his head for a second and give him a kiss on the forehead, and then I'm gonna scoop him up in my arms and just like really carefully lift him and just make sure that he's comfortable even though it doesn't matter, and just try and hold back some tears and sniff them back. Deep breath, and then straighten up and just face everyone else and just say, right, we need to move him now.
For a second, as you're like cradling him, you can almost tell what he would say if he could see you, and you're just kind of hearing his voice, just being like, "Sister, this is really embarrassing."
Oh.
Okay. I say it out loud to myself as if I can hear him talking to me.
Can we go out of these doors? Down the bottom?
You can.
I'm going to turn to Dragon Trafalgar and say, are you coming? What are you doing?
I'm
What
coming.
are you doing?
And then I'm going to charge headfirst at the doors.
Of course.
Then the big double door.
As
Yeah, I'll just-
you're all beginning to move away, she slowly curls into a ball, lady in the middle, and as she's slowly curling into a ball, you see as the crystal-like ground that's beneath her starts to slowly form and climb toward her, making this egg-like shape around her. Just a little bit of a scenery for you. Carry on.
Let us go. Following the hyperactive dragon.
I was gonna say, up to this point, I've imagined myself still just like slumped on the floor. I've eaten the berries that Lycoris dropped back in my lap.
Oh, as well, actually, before we get anywhere else, Asatari, give me. your spellcasting, is it wisdom or charisma?
It's charisma.
Roll me a charisma.
Just straight.
Yeah. So in regards to your earlier ask, I had a incredibly high DC set for it. It was going to either be a 30 or a nat 20 because of just what it is. And honestly, I find what the guy's done with it utter bullshit, especially CR0. Fucking 0. That is not a CR0. That is fucking unfathomable, and I want to punch him.
I have a list of Fate-type monsters, and I arrange it by CR level because I know I can summon a CR1, and that's at the top.
I'm not surprised. Holy fuck! That thing could fucking fight you guys with no real success, but yeah. Though I think the only thing. Yeah, no. We'll just carry on. Yeah. What are you guys doing from here? As Bruin's body is being carried along, Vantress's body is in the dust, slowly, eventually rotting away. Vlad is being cradled very kindly by his sister.
I accidentally on purpose kick Vantress's body as I walk. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're still there?
Out of sensitivity, Tari will dismantle the.
No! What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, that's my point.
Oh yeah. I didn't even realise he was dead yet.
Connor, that's Vantress's spirit's reaction to Dragon Trafalgar chewing her fucking head apart.
Yeah, that's true, actually, yeah.
No, what are you doing? No.
I was more or less thinking of, because Rachel's like, no, what are you doing? I was so instantly thought of that. Just a massive dragon charging towards the door. It's like, no, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna walk ahead with my fancy key and just following Trafalgar, like, ugh.
And I'll just say, so I've dismantled Brewin back into 4 lights, and I'll move them to settle around Ravi.
Oh, like a shrine.
Yeah. So it's now just 4 little orbs.
Yeah, we ain't got enough power to revive a chicken, I'm afraid. The chicken is done.
Oh, Ravi.
I don't remember if he was stone or actually dead.
Walking away. It was petrified.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to unpetrify him. Do I have a spell to unpetrify things? I don't know.
It would be anything that... It'd be probably Greater Restoration. I don't think Nessa can cure petrification.
I don't think so.
So I leave 4 little magical lights dimly glowing around him.
Okay.
As a quest marker for the next group.
Yes. Oh yeah, it is Greater Restoration. Fuck! No one has 5th level spell shit.
I guess we just go upstairs to the dragon ladies. Dragon ladies, vampire ladies.
Mm-hmm.
The big dragon is very distracting.
As Big Dragon charging forward, flapping wings, full force slams into the doors. At first, they do resist very well, but you are slamming into it in full force, and they do break outward. But you notice that the indents that are made into it shoves the doors open only a couple of inches wide enough that the dragon can get through. They are incredibly sturdy, and you're pretty sure they're magical, but with the full force of a fucking dragon, an ancient at that, smashes through it, takes steps forward, and looks out. I've got to change some things real quick, because there are some people.
Trafalgar, now I'm gonna have to fix those doors.
Leave it for somebody else.
Ugh.
You're a queen again.
I mean, technically, I'm not yet.
You will be.
Mm,
Just editing map real quick.
Oh, before we left as well, I want to like pat Ravi. Just
pat pat.
The good
yeah,
protector boy.
just be like, good boy. You're a bit of a pain, but you did good. Thank you for looking after him. I'll take it from here now.
As you guys come charging through, and you look around, you see a couple of cultists that appear in front of what was probably the entry to the building. This grand set of double doors that lead upward about 12 to 14 feet tall. But as the dragon comes charging through, smashing the doors open, they immediately turn around. Each of them start drawing swords and daggers, and some of them with these wands and books. And as the dragon comes charging through, looking around, you see they all immediately just look up toward you with that face of, oh fuck. And they're running.
Do any of
Not
them
guard.
look? Do any of them look like the one that killed Legion?
No, because
Not interested then.
just, yeah.
Are any of them my bandit boy?
Make a perception check with disadvantage.
As they are running away screaming.
Yeah, literally just like, dragon! As they're all just charging.
Perception. I'm figuring out the alphabet, don't worry.
You don't know. They're all basically wearing the same outfit. It's like Team Rocket if Team Rocket had no fashion sense. So you guys enter the foyer.
Oh, what?
What the fuck is that?
The foyer.
Entrance of a building.
What is this foyer you speak of?
I was gonna say, it was the what the fuck is that in response to point.
I appreciate the correct terminology, though.
I mean this bit. I know what fire is.
Barbarian to the servant man who's just described the layout of the building. What did you fucking call me?
Do I catch any of them in the cone of fire as they run away?
60-foot cone? Abso-fucking-lutely. And I'll say, considering it's 18d6, roll the 18d6, because even if it's halved, I'm pretty sure they all fucking die.
How do I do more than what?
If you hover, well, you could always do slash roll 18d6, I think.
God damn, this is good.
Oh.
Fair few nat ones. But we are experience leveling, so
Yeah, totally.
yeah, no.
I'm just laughing because I'm just reading chat. BRB, snacky.
From the brown bear.
That is a bit.
Right, I will be right back now.
I hope none of them were part of my harem.
So I'm going to say that, considering they would all already be charging, I'd say that half of them would have succeeded, half of them would have failed. So 2 of them managed to escape without being killed, severely fucking burned is definitely on the cards. But a majority of them are slaughtered.
Okay.
As the
Just gonna
Great
say-
Red appears and kills them.
I mean, I bet none of them had that on their bingo card for that day. But you know,
It's like, hey, did anyone have
Red Dragon
Being
has
set ablaze.
did anyone have the Queen of the Keep being killed?
and then we all get massacred by a red dragon. I'm just gonna start walking to wherever I assume the vampire women are.
Mhm.
I really feel like I should ask their names. It feels a bit demeaning to just keep calling them the vampire women.
The vampire women. Women.
We only know the vampire brides, as far as I know.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm sure we were told their names at some point, but I can't remember them.
I'm sure some of us
Uh,
also know the black bear brides.
The names are Vera, Lucretia, Liara, and Unala.
I ain't gonna remember that. Please tell me that's in the Yornimer thingy.
It's in Yornimer Void Residence. Vampire.
Ah,
Bride.
Vampire Bride. There we go. I guess I go find whichever one is nearby.
What's everyone else doing while you're here?
Don't know, being a corpse.
You can continue being a corpse.
Okay.
It sounds like you presented him with options then.
Sorry, that felt very fitting to do.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna stick close to Lycoris.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a corpse and just look at potential classes.
Are there doors that the dragon can get through, or do we just need to leave him down here, like a puppy in a crate?
You can get around, but in the place that you're going, he is going to be so squeezed. Like, he will literally
Oh,
be
that's fine.
struggling to move.
That's fine.
Trafalgar,
I will
do you
be
want to
squeezed.
stay as a dragon?
Of
You
course I
sure?
want to stay. Look how strong I am.
Of course I want to stay.
Okay, just try not to break anything.
Say that as I'm making my way over here, about to try and beat
away.
the shit out of this thing, and just test how strong my claws are.
Oh, we'll just leave him downstairs. Just don't break too much, Trafalgar, whilst we're gone.
You're having a fight with the inventory bot?
Yeah,
God.
I want to see how strong the claws are.
I feel like I remember this.
I do feel like you've not really tried out the full extent of dragon power yet, so.
Mhm.
Got a point.
Who is this dead person?
Ew, it's
Oh.
the Dragonborn!
Yeah.
Oh well, we can't revivify him. We don't have enough stuff. Sorry.
Who's that bot?
Just gonna move you all there real quick, and then Aaron can enjoy stabbing things there.
Nom 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 nom. Smack
Pardon
smack.
me.
Pasting you all in.
Down here! I'm so confused. Oh, look, it's a live us! And Ralphie!
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Good old days.
I know. We were so
what are you
innocent.
talking about? There's no one there.
There was actually a time loop.
Exactly. You're seeing your past selves make the same mistake you're about to make.
I do flinch at the sight of the dragon.
Okay, so I think that's everyone there. Dragon. Make an attack, I guess.
Let's see, what other attacks have I got that I don't use that often? Although I used all of them. That's okay.
Okay. As you
Just go to
take a chomp into it, it seems to be very thorough, well-made steel. And as you bite into it, it's tough to get any real hold on it. And even as the fire starts to spew against it slightly, that still seems to do something. But for the most part, it seems to resist your fangs. As you kind of bap it with your tail, seemingly it doesn't seem to do anything. Doesn't even seem to move as you smack it with your tail.
Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna keep hitting it around a bit whilst these guys go do whatever they're gonna go do.
Okay. Then so if you guys are just straight following her A to B, I will move you to where you need to be.
Oh, I like that, Brian.
Oh, thank you. Like a puppy with a new toy.
It just makes me think of when Reinhardt was a puppy and you were just walking and suddenly he'd appear out of nowhere and bite your ankles. That's the energy that Trafalgar is giving me as a dragon.
Pepper
Just
still does that.
rabid,
He does that all the
angry-
time.
Puppy.
Yeah.
I must test my teeth on everything.
Yeah.
Everything will be tested.
Satari
and
can't
rejected.
forget that tree.
I'm not. I just want to make sure everyone knows I've not forgotten.
You've not forgotten. You've not forgotten.
I still want to go back at some point.
Oh look, Brewen was alive for a second, but he's dead again now.
He was never there. Shh.
Ooh,
I
is that a
see
dragon?
two of me!
You do?
Ah. Yeah, I'm down here. Whee.
Oh yes.
Ooh, what's this?
Another bear.
I see a pretty lady.
The pretty ladies were hiding in the bedroom, remember? We told them to stay safe.
I've seen another.
Oh, they're the ones who gave me the gift.
Mm.
Say the little
That was
bear
so
will
long
run.
ago, oh my god.
I know. Tell me about it.
Except for them, they're like, that was like 6 hours ago, and you died already. We gave you our life force.
So
Yum, yum,
obviously place
yum,
yourselves in the
yum.
I don't know what you would call it, the bedroom, air quotes, for now.
The quarters.
Oh.
In the visiting room or whatever.
Esatari goes and starts immediately hugging the tree.
It's like,
Hey, does anyone-
tree.
Oh.
Does anyone need some more spell slots or anything? Would anyone benefit from a long rest but in a very short amount of time?
Probably. I don't know.
Are you offering to sacrifice?
I
the
mean, you
bride
dated,
again?
so. Huh?
Nothing.
I can't.
So I'm just milking this for as much as I can.
I can't. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I need anything. I assume we're going to have an actual rest.
I've
Rather
assumed
just-
that many a time.
We haven't slept. Me and Megan calculated this. We haven't slept in like 3 days in game.
Yeah.
We should be like getting points of exhaustion.
You should, shouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
We'll skip over that for now.
Well, for one, the nice ladies fully revived us.
Yeah, they give you
Oh,
the
they
good
did,
suck.
to be fair. And that was the effects of a long rest, but I don't know if that still counts as being.
It's the effects of a long rest.
Does
Did
it,
you
do we
say-
still get exhausted though?
It's the
No,
effects of a long
it's
rest.
like we've taken loads of energy drinks.
Well, that's
It's
what I'm
not
offering
quite
you
the
if you
same.
would like it. Would you like a long rest without a long rest?
I mean, obviously, who wouldn't?
Are you?
I already
I'm-
asked and I can't give it to myself, so.
Like, I'm not in a dire state, you know, but
Could
yeah,
you do with some more spell slots though?
of course,
And some health.
of
Well,
course.
you might have a rest, normal speaking. So you might want to save it.
Okay, because it is once per week, so.
Oh, week, not even day.
Yeah, a
No.
week.
It'd be very disgusting.
I just don't want to get into another fight again. As long as we might get a rest, it's fine.
I just walk in the room and wordlessly hand them the key.
Okay.
I was making motions to knock as she just opened the door, and I'm like, okay.
I can imagine that so much.
Atari clutches pearls.
I put Vlad down on the carpet very gently, and I just look
There's
at them,
a
and I
perfectly
just say,
good bed in the other room.
"Where's the bed?"
There.
Oh yeah, there.
Are you
Yeah, but they're
blind?
not in there.
Why she doesn't know the layout of your.
We went
your
in that
bedchamber.
room. We went in that room when we were here. We all went in that room.
It's been a bit of a stressful couple hours since then.
It has. I've forgotten. Anyway, I'm just gonna ask them if there's anything they can do for Vlad, but I'll just be a second, okay? BRB.
So, because I didn't really get a chance to... as you all come walking in, you see that the sister that's currently directly facing the chorus has a small chest held in... Well, that sounds odd now I think about it in a different way. Yeah.
She has a small chest.
she has a
You
small
should not
chest
be discussing that.
that she's handling, obviously.
Not
nice.
relevant.
She's got a small chest held lightly in it. Shut up! That is their chests. Okay, treasure chests. Yeah, fuck you.
Those are massive.
And holding them. Shut up! Holding it forward to motion to the key. You fuckers.
I wasn't even
I shoved the key in the chest.
Put the key in her hole.
Yeah.
That was a happy accident. I was looking at a picture or something as I
Who
said
let
that.
you fuckers? I will kill the rest of you. I will summon a fucking behemoth of shit.
We have a dragon on our side now.
Yeah, well, he's
God,
not here.
God,
He's
I really
not
fucking
fucking
hope
here
this
right
is
now,
bad.
Missy. I can cause a cataclysm on your ass. Do not make me. I will fuck all of you up.
On the list of people I expected to be sole survivor, it wasn't Trafalgar.
No, me neither, to be honest.
I shoved the key in the lock
Yes,
with respect.
delicately. And you thank her afterward.
Essentially.
Bountifully.
As the latch comes loose, you pull that up, pick the chest upward. Inside you see this purple veil of a quilt kind of thing that's placed on the bottom. There's assortments of what looks to be little flowers that adorn the edge of it. There looks to be a diamond that seems to have these weird, like, sharp, pointed stalactites pointing out from the head of it. And as they take it out and hand it to you very gently, as you take it and look it over, there's something very weird about it, but it looks very pristine and pure, and it's probably not really your thing, but you could quantify it as cute or pretty.
Does it suit the purpose of which I need it for? Because that's all I care about.
You don't know?
Aesthetics mean nothing to me. I hand Esatari the gem and say, will this do?
Make a intelligence check.
Intelligence. Yeah.
I honestly thought you were going to say make a save, and I was going to say, please don't tell me I just handed the person with 9 HP a live bomb.
I know, I'm there like, Arcana.
I mean to.
Intelligence.
I mean to. Ish.
No.
I ain't smart.
She's like, yep, it's a gem.
It's pretty. I like hold it up like a brooch.
Anessa, can you use this?
What?
Esatari is holding up a shiny gem in front of your face. You are blessed.
Make an
There you
insight
Wizard.
check. Vanessa, make an insight check.
Okay.
Through your trauma.
I can't.
It's alright. The tree's here. Let the tree calm you.
Oh.
No.
So
I
for
do.
like a millisecond, your head's like looking down at Vlad while he's being cradled. You can kind of hear them, but it's slightly like muffled to you at the moment. Your thoughts will be elsewhere. But then you see something kind of like glimmering in the corner of your eye. Turn around, look up, and you see the pretty lady holding a gem up to you. And for a second, your mind's just like, oh my god, she's proposing. Oh. And then you kind of look around at everybody else, and it's just like, oh, they just want to know what this is for.
So romantic. I know your brother died just like a minute ago, but
This is the time.
It's now or never.
Well, she's the most vulnerable.
I don't think she needs me to be vulnerable for that.
do you have the means to revivify? Or was Brewin the only one with that ability?
I think it's just Brewin. I don't have Revivify, do I? I had it in the ring.
Well, we have a gem, but we don't have the spellcaster.
That's convenient.
Shush, you're dead.
Do I know which one of the sisters are in front of me? Which one is which? Which one is the vampire bride that we're talking to? I feel rude not using their names. Oh,
One of them
that
has a big thing in her nose.
Lucretia and Liara, I think.
It is.
Looking at their teeny
Oh,
Yeah,
they're both so
Lucretia
beautiful.
and Kiara.
It's the
Liara.
right
Two
one.
middle ones.
One
Yeah.
has a cock. Fucking hell.
Who let you people out? Seriously.
I will just turn to one of them and say, do you have anyone with the means of casting the revivify spell?
Goddamn, Miss Rome's good.
Lucretia looks at Liara, and then they both look at you. Lucretia says, "We have the means to revivify, however it doesn't work as the normal variety might. Ours is more necromantic. It will damage the soul to revive, similar to what happened with Delos. It will place a curse upon his form, and despite the fact he is alive, he is bound to this place. If he's ever without a mistress for too long, the curse will take hold and remove him. So, well, we do help you with." Then she looks specifically at Vlad. "If we were to try and help you, he would be bound here with us."
Oh, no!
So Vlad, so let me, so my brain. So Talus needs a master now, or he will die.
That's my impression.
More specifically, we need a queen to take hold of the keep.
Does the queen have to be in residence?
No. However, there is limitations on that fact.
Okay,
As was with your previous life, you cannot venture outside of the skies that we hold residence. Where you would see black skies is as far as our reach can go. That is why, before you all arrived, Evantress tried to extend that reach across the world, so that she, you, or whomever would take over afterward could walk the earth.
And can anyone take over? Does it have to be me?
You see, they both kind of look at each other for a second, and they look not confused, but kind of quizzical. And then they both turn back to you and say at the same time, "It could be anybody, technically, but it must be one who can pass 3 trials, the first and most important of which is that they must have a touch of undeath. They must have experienced its sting, or they must be held within its embrace."
Do I even count for that?
You have come back from death, you would, of course, count, and you meet at least the other requirement of the superiority in either magic or fighting. The third trial would be, well, to remove the head of the last.
It's all of it.
No one tell Trafalgar that bit, please. Nobody tell Trafalgar. Fuck you, Mom. Now I'm a fucking king. Technically, so it could be anyone who was involved in the battle with Vantress, then.
As long as they have been embraced by
Experienced
death.
death.
I mean, I think everyone has at this point in the party.
Asatari
And-
hasn't.
Oh.
Well, we'd never make Esatari an evil
No.
Dark Queen anyway.
No,
You
should
saying it doesn't fit me?
should be a hot thought. Should be a hot thought bitch and have all of her little bandit homies there with her for life.
I'd
She
be
would
like,
have
why
her
is-
harem.
Why does the Queen of the Yornama look like something out of a kawaii anime?
Also, what the fuck is an anime? It's like, oh, so it's this thing.
So if I were to nominate Talus, he could hypothetically take the throne.
For a second, the pair of them have like scrunched faces of sort of disappointment,
They don't like that idea.
but then it immediately retracts to the dull and soft features.
Maybe one of them would have qualified.
Do you say that?
I'll say it
Maybe one.
telepathically.
How does one choose a good ruler?
The 3 trials is there for that reason. It is why you will always be a worthy candidate.
The trials only show that you have some sort of physical or magical strength, that you've been dead, and that you've killed the prior person. I mean, I assume one of you couldn't if you weren't involved in Vantress's death.
They both shake their head.
They can't.
We are part of the building itself. We are cursed to be here. If you are bound to any of the entities, such as, and they point to your chest, your heart specifically, such as a previous ruler, you cannot take over.
So the only choices here are one of either me or my friends or Talus.
Talus
what I'm
kind of leans forward a little bit and goes, if going by what they're saying is true, I don't qualify either.
Oh, because you worked under a previous. Well,
Well, it's more that bitch Vantress cursed me to be part of her, apparently. So,
can I break the curse?
Talus
Is there a way?
looks at them with a raised eyebrow. They both look at you for a second, and you can see that they respect who you were enough to not hide anything from you, but the line of questioning does upset them a little bit.
Oh.
There is these little motions, or they'll like look away for a half second.
Oh, I feel bad.
So it's me, you, or Trafalgar that can
Yeah,
do it.
basically, and I will die before I let Trafalgar become king of the Yornama.
What about me?
What was the question again? Sorry, I lost myself.
Whether the curse on Talus
Ah.
can be lifted, but also can the curse of the sky be lifted? Can I go somewhere else?
The curse of the sky itself is a part of what I believe the lady downstairs applied to the building so that someone would always protect it. I don't think that can be removed, or not that is within our knowledge. As for removing the effect on Talus, that can only be removed by the one who placed it, or by the one that then rules over him.
So if I become the queen, I can remove it.
Yes. We can
And-
even assist.
And what exactly happens if I remove it? He
Well,
just becomes the real boy?
he will return to the state he was as the curse was applied, which would be
He's dead.
his death, yes.
Okay, I don't want to remove that curse.
However, that isn't really a problem for us, since he still breathes air, he still has blood in his body. We can turn him into a vampire. So, should he die, he will come back as us. But the problem is, until the curse is removed, it will mitigate any such attempt. It is your choice.
Can we have some time? How long do we have to make this decision? I need to have a conversation with Trafalgar when he's no longer a dragon.
Mhm.
I feel like it's clouding his judgment skills right now.
He's just, every now and again, you guys just hear.
I just imagine like how I hear my cats downstairs, where occasionally there's just like bang, 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 smash,
Yes.
and you're like, oh, for fuck's sake, what have they done now?
And you just see the sorting inventory robot thing get thrown through the doors, and I follow.
Ah! You're trying to squeeze down this tiny corridor like a cat in one of those toy tunnels.
Yeah.
Hold on for a minute.
Okay, how long do we have to make this decision?
Historically, at best, since your disappearance, we have not much else to go on. Before that, there was only one other who held station for a few 100 years, but when they had passed on, there was roughly about 2 days.
2 days?
Mm.
It's not a long time to make such a big decision.
There's not many left within our ranks. A lot of them fled when they heard the commotion. Others attempted last-ditch efforts to deter you from moving further, but we and you and a couple of merchants are the only ones who remain in the building. I am not sure of whom we could even call upon to take hold. I wish we could help you more. But if... And they look at each other, and then slowly they turn to you and say at the same time, we wished that you would take the throne again.
Wait, how far can I leave? I can only be in the Yornima, or just over the continent of Gustodon?
They kind of look towards the back end of the room for a second, towards what looks to be a map on the wall, and they turn back around and go, yeah, I do believe for the current era, and with our recent engagements on the world, you can move freely between the Yonima, what once was a small British village, and the footsteps to Gustodon. Beyond that, you are locked.
This sucks, man. I don't say that out loud. That's Rachel speaking, not Lycoris.
Definitely canon.
Cannon, where?
Well, if we can rest for the night and talk and see, and we'll make a decision by tomorrow.
They both nod. We'll leave our room for your friends if you wish to take this room.
Are there other rooms?
There was the rooms that everybody entered through, the barracks.
Would you prefer to keep your room?
It is not our room. It is just where we stayed, as it is the safest place in the building.
And look at the others. I feel like Asatari is staring at the tree.
Yes, I was gonna say Esatari's looking at the tree.
We would like to stay here if possible.
They nod. And they kind of just part ways a little bit and step aside. And so for a very quick A to B of everything, you have the scrying room, bottom left. You have the bathing tub on the bottom right, of course. You of course have the bedroom and the fireplace and yada yada, top left. You of course have the tree, which they tell you has a soporific effect. And it was mostly used to calm the assorted creatures that they'd captured over time and kept in the jails. The jails themselves used to be rooms, but they were of course converted to help with assorted efforts that Vantress was concocting with. And the top right is a study slash alchemy room.
Okay. I will plop down on the carpet. Because we got a fat house to do at the moment. Anessa, perhaps you should go lay Vlad on the bed.
I'll just nod and carry him over.
Where should we put Brewin's corpse?
Next to him on the bed.
I was gonna say they can share.
Yeah, let's put
Is
them
it
both
double
on the bed.
It's a queen size.
Put Brewin on the bed with Talos. Why is it always Connor's characters?
What do you mean?
Calagar.
There's only one other
First one.
character.
First one to have a full, proper, actual, they're dead thing. And now Brewin's the dead one unless we somehow find a resurrection person or a wish spell.
Yeah. I'm just gonna sit with Vlad for a while. Are we taking a long rest?
I think we're taking a long rest. At what point is Trafalgar just gonna plop
taking a
back to
permanent
Trafalgar's
rest.
eyes? Unwilling permanent rest.
Yeah.
Yes, we do the rest.
Okay.
And the cardiac arrest.
Erin, are you there?
I'm here.
Nice. Do another.
Do another.
Another.
The excitement in his voice. Do another?
I like this role.
Is this where
Another.
Is this why he turns into a dragon permanently?
It was a portion of a true polymorph.
Because that's one way to really
You
say
have now
fuck you
been
to your parents.
cursed, and you are to remain a dragon forever. Meanwhile, in
He's a
Andy's head-
were dragon. When the full moon comes out, he turns into a dragon.
That'd be so
Oh.
good.
No,
That would be so
no,
good.
guys.
Yes.
It'd be
yes.
so broken.
Guys.
Yes.
When he sees a treasure trove, he turns into a dragon.
Yes.
All the time.
But what
Um,
about a mountain size of gold? Because
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
a treasure
if
trove.
it's, but there could be like a normal size treasure trove in the town, and it would just be very awkward.
He's just walking down the streets. Oh fuck! He's gone and dragoned again.
he sees a
Walks
wishing
past a random.
he sees a
walks past
wishing
man.
well or wishing fountain.
Yeah.
He's like, ah.
Somebody pays too much.
Walks past a market stall and someone's selling treasure troves for homes. Oh, is that a handbag? Oh, is that a treasure trove?
Plus, at least he can make himself invisible. Everyone's like, I swear I just saw a dragon, and we're like, no, you saw nothing, you crazy old lady.
Just
And
checking,
the
where
old
did you get the
lady gets
invisible
stepped
thing
on.
from?
Because dragons can turn themselves invisible.
No, they can't.
Green dragons can.
Well, they can.
Oh,
He's
you're
a red
boring
dragon.
Unfortunate.
Don't criticize his dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, he tried very hard for this.
Well,
Did he? He drank something dangerous and turned into a dragon.
It's
Exactly, he
his
tried very
big
hard for this.
moment. You don't
they-
have to be like, oh, you're not a green dragon though, are you?
No,
You
not
don't
really.
drink your, you know,
You're not any dragon.
I
you're a
don't want to
pretender
be
to
a
the throne.
dragon.
while downstairs, the thrashing subtly continues.
Sadly, there's nothing subtle about it.
After a minute or however long it takes for you to get bored with it, you do feel like kind of heavy. And after like kind of striding around in the foyer for a little bit, a couple of people, what looks to be like civilians, you can kind of see in the further right hand corner that are in what looks to be a pantry. They poke their head out just barely enough that they think that you can't see them, but you catch them immediately. Your passive perception is bonkers. And they're kind of like peering toward you. You can see, you can almost like vibrations, even though that's in your normal senses. With this heightened perception, you can almost feel the vibration from their shuddering, from like 30, 40 feet away. And they're just like hidden back there, just staring, and every now and again you'd hear a very gentle click clack of these little mechanical feet over in the room with them as well. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm getting a bit bored of this, so I'm gonna head down, or try and head down the way that the rest of them went, and just ignore everything else.
Okay.
It's gonna be more fun where the party is.
That's what a party is. Okay. And bippity. Oops. Bippity. So, just saying, it will be very fucking difficult for you. Firstly, as you go from where you were up the steps, that first part's easy. You push the doors open. The doors don't accommodate you very well, but you kneel down a little bit, squeeze your head through, and then you do kind of like break the walls a little bit, stretch them apart, and they crumble slightly. You go moving through the throne room. Immediately you just hear the sounds of the bandits that were once against you. Just look up, and then there's just a sudden feral screaming, and they go running into the corners of the room as you're coming through. That kind of like, yep, excuse me, coming through, and your tail slaps the entryway, and a ton of bricks just come crumbling off of that as you start making your way through. A couple of the pillars are in the way at first, and you realize